Hi, and welcome to the Godstone Ranch School of the Arts. My name is Garrett, and I'm going to be your Fashion Illustration 1 teacher today. So what we're going to learn about are feet. Let's see if I get aim up. Okay, so top, bottom, side, heel, back, walking, and front. Okay, so I'm going to teach you some things about feet. First of all, I want to say that I'm very proud of you for doing your heads, hair, hats, jewelry, and scarves. You've done a great job. I've enjoyed seeing your choices and your talent. So thank you. Keep it up. I also enjoy hearing from you, and that's much appreciated. So let's keep going with feet. I'm going to change the angle of the camera. So what I want you to get is just a piece of paper. This is computer paper, but it could be any kind of paper. This is just going to be what we doodle on. Then you're going to need one piece of 9x12 marker paper, a ruler, pencil, and eraser. Okay, and your A and B sheets from module 1, 2, and 3. All right, I'm going to change everything up, and then we're going to get started on doodling feet. Okay, so here we are. All right, so when you start, just please doodle along with me. My dad always tells me that if I say pretty please, that I pretty much get my way. So pretty please, get a piece of doodle paper and doodle this with me, because Bubble will not do it. And I really want Bubble to do it, but you know, please don't be a Bubble. Okay, so here's the way it works with feet. Front feet. I'm going to start with the top. Well, let's start with top feet, because we're just going to go down the list like I put it in the assignment. Okay, so, and I want you to draw the left and the right. So here's kind of a long cowbell shape, skinnier at the top, wider at the bottom. Try to do it to where they match, you know, because feet do that. Bubble never makes his feet match. So here's a Bubble move. There, that's my foot shape that I just drew this, and Bubble draws that. Don't draw that. Okay, so now I'm going to go straight across. These are all formulas that you learn, and at this point, this is going to be your ankle bone. Your inner ankle is higher than your outer ankle, so give me a little bit of an angle. Just say it to yourself. The inner ankle is higher than the outer ankle. Pretty please say that. Okay, now on this line, your ankle bones, you know, stick out when you're looking at them from the top or the front, but not from the sides. So at this point, you don't want them to stick out way far. Like here's Bubble. He won't do it side, or she won't do it sideways, either one, you know. And then straight like that, and then it goes way out here as if somebody's, you know, ankle bones are going to be that big and the foot's going to be that wide, and it's going to look like that. That shape is not going to be like that. So just a little bit of an ankle bone, please, pretty please. It's kind of fun if you just pause it and do it with me. Try to make them the same, and yes, they are at an angle. So that's pretty close. Now, nobody has an angle, you know, like a obtuse angle here, so you just kind of smooth it around so that you definitely have an ankle bone. Okay, and then at the top above your leg, the skinniest place on your whole leg is right there at the ankle bone, so try to make it like your leg just is coming out of that. Okay, all right, so this is your leg, the top of your leg, and this is your ankle bones, and these are your tops of your feet. Okay, so now at this point, what I'm going to have you do is angle in just slightly. This is going to be your big toe. Now I know this is weird. You've been in yourself your whole life, but sometimes Bubble, like if this is Bubble, big, gigantic, and he won't, and she won't even swoop. Bubble. Anyway, Bubble will put the big toe on the outside every time. Don't do it. Okay. Now, the center toe, you can look at the picture, is the longest one. So I want you just to make a little dot and go, okay, it's not way down there, so don't do the bubble thing, you know, way down there. Just slightly over and down just a little bit. Angle over to it. Now, this is the pinky toe. The pinky toe is the smallest one on the whole foot, and it's on the outside. If you're confused, take your shoe off and look at your own foot. I know, you're laughing at me, but sometimes people have to do that, you know. Okay, so little foot, little one. Oh, and here's another bubble move. Instead of angling in, boop, boop, and then this one, no angling in, just straight like that. So yes, angle in, this is the big toe. Yes, angle in slightly, that's the little toe. Come over and down, over and down. Now connect it. Starting to look kind of like a shoe, huh? Yeah? All right, so you say to yourself, okay, but I have toes. I'm so scared of toes. Don't be scared of toes. You're gonna come up here with this, straight forward with this line. I hope you're doing this with me, so just pause and draw this with me. It's really fun. You're gonna be a fashion designer. You're gonna love this. It's exciting. So come up, don't touch the line. Make a little V there. Okay, now here's the bubble move. Boom, 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 boom. What is this looking like? Does this look like anything like a foot? No. Okay, so there's the big toe, the middle toe, and then there's 3 more on this side. So you just have to sort of, you know, go, okay, there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Angle them a little bit. So there's 3 on that side. The big toe has to be the biggest. Oh, that looks pretty nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, but looky, my pinky toe is too fat. That one has to be smaller. So there you go. And then eraser. Bubble hates erasers. We love erasers. Erasers are awesome. Great invention, people. Okay, so now we just curve it off, curve it off, curve it off, curve it off, curve it off. Super simple. And yes, I am drawing upside down. Okay, yay. Now, up here at this line, you're just going to make it kind of fat. You know how you wear flip-flops or sandals that go between your toes? It's because we have a little space up there. Here's the bubble. Oh, let me do 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sometimes I get 6 out of bubble. And I'm like, really? Or 7? You never know. And it's just like, that, what is that? Okay, so don't do that. Don't do a bubble. Okay, so there you go. And now we're going to do a little curve for the nail. Little curve, little curve, little curve, little curve. Super simple, super fun. Really love it. Can't believe we're drawing feet, right? Okay, just do the second row of little curves. Connect them together. Aw, looky there. Doesn't that look nice? Okay, and then so at that point you can start erasing stuff. And you can start refining things. And yeah, there's a little bit of a, you know, I'm going to fix that a little bit, and then I'm going to come out just slightly more here, and a little bit rounded there. It has a little bit of a bump here on the side of the foot. You know, you can work on it. So just look at the picture. Once you've done the formula, you're on easy street at that point. Okay, so now we are going to do the bottom of your feet. Okay, basically it's exactly what you just did. So I'm going to turn this around, do it again. So long, nice long. They need to be the same because you want your feet to be symmetrical. Okay, let's not have ankle bones this time, but we are going to have the heel. So the heel sticks out slightly from this edge, just slightly. Make the circles the same. If you don't think you can make a circle, what do? You make a square. Remember the squares and the thirds? Okay, so do that. And then at this point, you're going to do a nice ball of the foot. Little little sticking off, slightly little sticking off that way too. Okay, and then we're going to go same deal. Same deal there. That's the bottom of the foot. Okay, so on the inside, you're going to have this thing here. And then this splits come into the toes. Isn't this neat? I think it's really fun. Okay, and then up there. What's kind of really more fun in a challenge is the fact that you have to do it exactly opposite in order to be symmetrical. So that's kind of fun. Erase it and make it look pretty. And now, same situation. Little toes come in. Big toes on the inside. Remember, if you are confused, it's okay. You're probably tired. Just take off your shoe. If someone says, what are you doing? Just saying, I'm checking to see where my big toe is. And then they might let you have a nap. Okay. So, anyway, remember that whole thing. The big toe. And then 1, 2, 3, the angle a little bit. 2, 3, boom. And then, you know, you're doing that curvy off thing. Did I do 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh my gosh, I almost did a bubble. Okay, 1, 2, and then 2, doom. So 5. Okay, and so now at this point, you have your toes, you know, have the little round balls on each of your little toesies. So just make those cute little things right there. And the side, it's big, but it sticks out a little bit more. You can see the picture. And then the little holes where you can have your flip-flops to go around. Okay, so do the formula and then refine it. It's not hard. And once you learn the formula, you can draw upside down just like I do. And impress all your friends at a party, okay? All right, so that is the bottom. Okay, so now side feet. Okay, so let's do side feet. Now, sometimes feet are just weird looking. Okay, side feet just go in that category if they're side flat feet. Okay, so looky here. Side flat, side heel, that looks good. This looks super weird. Just do it, okay? Because there are flat shoes that you're going to be drawing. Okay, so there's different ways of doing it. Some people do the ball, and then they do the ball down here, and then the toe down there, and then they somehow come in with your ankle, and then kind of clean it up later like that. And then, oops, there we go, up and down. And then there is a bone up here on the foot, right there, right there. So that would be that, and then you have an ankle bone on the side. Something like that, and then at that point, this might be flattened out some, might stick out a little bit more, and then have this back part. This could be flatter, maybe. It just depends on what you wind up seeing as beautiful yourself. See, it wasn't hard, just ball, smaller ball, smaller ball. This is, if you look on the support videos, there's like fifths, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So go ahead and look at those two. I'm just giving you this run through. And guess what? Everybody but Bubble is doing this with me because I said pretty please. Oh, so sweet. Okay, so then at this point, same deal, toenail, toenail. There you go. No big deal. All right, now, oh, the side feet are so, oh, and when you do your assignment, you're going to draw 3 of these. Drawing 3s backwards is so weird. 3, and then you're going to draw 1, because, I mean, you know, if you draw 1, then how are you going to draw a shoe, really, except for the heels, it's tough. The side foot, you're going to draw 2. Is that right? I don't think so. Okay, numbers backwards are kind of weird to me. Okay, so there's a 2. And then now we're going to do the beautiful side heel, which I absolutely love doing so much. I just love it. And that's, you're going to draw 4 of these because they're so wonderful. Okay, now I'm going to do a bubble and a U. So here we go. we're going to start off with the ankle that comes down. I mean the leg that comes to the ankle. It's wider here, skinnier there. This is the bubble leg. It's just a big old chunk. No big old chunks for us though. Bubble. Huh. Anyway, okay. So now it's kind of a stair step thing. Okay, that goes at an angle, at another angle. They're almost the same size, and then at another angle. Okay, now that's okay. So there we go. You're gonna do your round ball. Come up. Then you're gonna do the arch, and then you're gonna do I'm gonna come a little skinnier. Kind of pretty. And then okay, so just refine it once you do your little formula. Okay, something like that. This is what I get out of bubble. She said stair steps. And then I get this big old witchy thing here, and then a ball and a ball. That's the bubble foot. This is the foot you're going to draw. So you can watch these and see how to do it, but that's quickly it. And of course the beautiful toenail. So you can make them even more spiky. All you have to do is change the angle to go down even farther. See what I mean? And then you have a spikier heel. Okay, that's a really nice one. You're going to do, oh yes, 4. Okay, so then back to yes, feet are awfully weird. We're going to do the back feet, because you never know. I mean, sometimes this would be rare, but you are going to do it someday. So here's the ground, and so you're going to have one on one side and one on the other. So we're going to do an oval. An oval that's the same size. And then where's the highest part of the ankle? It's higher on the inside. When in doubt, take off your shoe or your sock and look. Okay, it's higher on the inside and your big toes on the inside. Okay, so then you're going to do an ankle bone. That's on that ankle. That's also on that angle. You can always tweak things when you're finished. And since you're new, be nice to yourself. Just say, hey, who else is out here drawing these things? Me, and you know, maybe some other people, but not very many. And you know, they don't know. I do, but they don't. You know, say nice things to yourself. Okay, so then you've got this odd little thing coming down from the back of your Achilles heel there, and we're going to come around this heel. Match up with the leg, and then the ankle. Yeah, I know, it's odd. And then you can erase stuff and make it, refine it, make it pretty. And then of course the fun part is to go back over here and try to make it exactly the same on this side, which is the challenge. Hey, you could be playing games on your phone, but no, you're actually doing something beautiful for the world. You're creating great things. I can't wait to see what you do with your fashion when we get to that part. Okay. Maybe a little too skinny. Oh, this one's actually too fat. So I'll go a little bit there and a little bit there. So that's what you do. Okay, so that's it. I know, weird. And then erase this stuff and make it look nice. So you're going to do 1. And then, let's see. Okay, so the walking foot. So basically you're going to do this foot, and then the walking foot is basically that foot, except the toes flatten out slightly. You'll be able to see it. It just flattens out. So this foot with this foot, and you kind of just erase a little bit of that where they're standing on the toes and work a heel in. Okay, now front. Yes, going back to feet are weird, but not that weird. Okay, so the front feet. Okay, it just has to be in proportion. Where is it higher? Inside, so let's do it higher inside ankle bone. back up to the leg. Okay, so remember that's a hole. Okay, and then, so at this point, this is going to be the inside because this is higher, right? And so at this point, you were going to, with the big toe, we're just going to remember this kind of thing, where that big toe and then the little toe, the next one's a little bit longer. So we're just going to do that, and we're going to just. I know, doesn't that just look super weird? I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Try to make them the same. Okay, there, there. And you can move them around if you have to, but that's kind of it. And then you do the nails the opposite direction. Connect them up. Yes, it looks really, really weird. But once you put a shoe on there, it'll look nice. Okay, so now let's talk shoes. We've done all that. So if you're gonna, and look at your support videos, because I really went all over the place to try to find some really good ones. Now, coming to shoes, oh, I don't know, I probably just one of those, but I'm not sure. There's 16 total of everything here. So you're gonna do a total of 16 with 16 different shoes. And you're gonna need to go to the fashion vocabulary support video, and it will show you 16 different kinds of shoes, and you're going to choose one for each of these feet. Okay, so, and we're going to make a graph in just a second. I'm just going to show you how to do shoes, and you can also watch the one where they show you how to do shoes too. So like for a heel, here's the bubble move on a heel. You and I know, all people know, that you have to stay, if this is the ground, your heel can't stick off like that, right? I mean, it would just snap off. So I'm just asking you to be cognizant, because I get one of these feet and then I get that out of bubble. I'm like, what is that? Anyway, it makes me happy just knowing that bubble's in the world. Okay, so here you go. I want you to, you can come in slightly. Okay, now that's nice, but it's not three-dimensional. So we're going to have to come up in space, and there you go. It also does not have a heel or a shoe, so we can either start with the heel, meaning like where the heel sticks to the sole. You're going to have to add, just like we did scarves and everything, it has to go around the body, so there you go. And then you're going to have the shoe that comes around the foot. I'm a big stickler for around the foot and around the neck and around. Okay, if it's a object that goes on your body, it has to go around the body. And people look to see if you figured that out. And I know you will. So anyway, that's just super simple, and you can get way more complicated. So that's that, and let's go ahead and set up your 9x12 paper. Okay, so let me see. Oh, it's this way. So landscape, and then we're going to mark and keep it parallel. Remember, so 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm doing it in pencil at first, but you're going to read your assignment, and the assignment says that you need to, once you get this finished, do it in pen. Make sure to let it dry. I just want you to do it in pencil, because sometimes people go, oh my gosh, I totally did not do 3, 3, 3. What was I thinking? So then no big deal, you just erase it. Okay, so then let's see, so half of 9 is 4.5, and half of 4.5 is 2 1/4. If you cannot remember how to do that, so let's see, 1, 2 1/4. Okay, so 6 3/4. So 2 1/4, 4.5, 6 3/4. Remember, if you can't remember how to do the ruler, go back to Module 1. I have learning the ruler support video. So you know, people around the world, you know, there's metrics and all kinds of different ways of measuring and stuff for fluids and lines and everything. So don't feel bad about it, just go back and learn it. Okay, so this is what you're going to have. And at that point, you're going to, let's say, it says draw one of those. Okay, so do the left and right there. That's one. Okay, so this one says draw 3. Then draw this one, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this one says draw 2 of those. So draw one going this direction and one going that direction. Then that's 2. You got 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these. I mean, you'll have it all, but just do them all 16 and one in each section. Do not draw your foot so big, like from the top to the bottom like that, because if you do your shoe, it might be a boot, and then now you're off into your next person's, you know, feet. So please don't do that. Don't bubble. Think to yourself. Think ahead. I might have to have a high heel. I might have to have a big boot. I might have to have something tall, skinny, whatever, wide, big, elevator shoes or whatever. Think ahead. Make your feet about, I don't know, you know what I mean, like that, with the ankle, you know what I'm saying, like they have to be small. Now, you're going to say, that's so small. When you draw your croquis figures for real, I think your feet are going to be about like that big, you know, super teeny. So just, this is huge compared to what you're going to be drawing probably eventually. So do those in each section. Here's what you're going to do. This is going to be G when you put nude foot, nude foot, nude foot, 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 foot. So basically it's going to be a whole page like of nicely done feet, no shoes. Take a picture. Remember, take a picture. Take a picture of G. Let's say it together. Take a picture of G, nude feet. And then submit that. Then you're going to turn it into H. Okay? So it's going to be G at first, and then H is going to be the with shoes. Remember, I don't want to waste your time. So I want you to do shoes, make them all beautiful, one set of shoes per each. So basically, you're going to have to decide which foot gets what shoe before you just set out. And then you're going to finish this off in ink, okay? And draw everything in pencil, do everything in ink. Start at the top so that you don't get your hand all smeary. Start here. If you're left-handed, do here back, but top to bottom. And then maybe tomorrow, the next day, do the ink so that it won't smear. Okay, last but not least, you're going to go back to, remember we did A and B, and so what you're going to do is same thing, ink all of it and let it wait a day, and then go back and erase it. I'm going to teach you how to do grayscale on these later in the quarter. Okay, so that will be what you turn in. Oh my goodness, I guess it was still on. All right, thank you for being here. I hope you've enjoyed feet. I enjoyed teaching you today. I am going to start the next module. I'm going to catch up on a few of these lectures. So if I'm wearing the same clothes, you'll know that I'm not wearing them every day. Okay? Have a good one.